All right, we're on to question 7, again, November 25, paper 1, HL, and this is TZ1. And we've covered all the previous questions, so definitely go check that out on the playlist. Question 7, consider the differential equation. The solutions to this differential equation can be expressed in this form, okay, where a and b are constants. By solving the differential equation, find the value of a. Okay, and what we have is it's a separable, right? First order differential equation. And so we just pull our values. Let's write it down first. Always write down the first equation so you never lose track. And then just pull it to one side, 1 over y squared dy is equal to cos square x dx. And so we have negative 1 over y, I believe, plus c is equal to, and you can work this out, of course, but after doing so many of these, you sort of understand. And cos square x, we need to find a identity. And so again, this is after a lot of practice, you understand that cos square x minus 1 is equal to cos 2x, right? And so cos square x, 2 cos square x minus 1 is equal to cos square x, cos 2x. So cos square x is equal to cos 2x plus 1 over 2. So we just bring that into our integral. Cos 2x and half. And so what we do here is, let's see, is equal to 1/4 sine 2x, right? And work that out. 2 comes out, half, and it becomes cos 2x, yep. And half x. So that's what we have. And we get the plus c, right? But we already have that on this side. So let's say this is a small plus c, c1, c. Now, what do we have to do? Solving the differential equation, find the value of a. We need to find the value of a. So we need to bring our equation into this form. So let's do this. Y comes up. Let's do 1 over y is equal to, and we can say this is plus c, and even bring it to this side and make it plus c. I think that would be better, right? Let's make all of this 1 over 4, so sine 2x plus 2x, right, to make this 1 over 4. And we get plus c. Now we want to bring that y up, and so what we get is y is equal to negative 4. And we can say, how about we make this c2? And what we have is c2 over 4, c3 over 4. So let's bring c3 down here. Plus sine, okay, 2x plus sine 2x plus c3. And our c3 is b, and our a is negative 4. So a is equal to negative 4, b is equal to C3. So we can just write that as B. Then given that y is equal to 1 when x is equal to pi over 2, find the value of B. Y is equal to 1. So this is for A. Now let's do B. Y is equal to 1, negative 4 over and we have what is x? Pi over 2. So we have pi plus sine pi plus b, and we know sine pi is just 0. So let's bring that up. Pi plus b is equal to negative 4. B is equal to negative 4 minus pi. And that is our answer. Yep. Now we can move on to question 8. Show that sine 3 theta is equivalent to this. Okay, so LHS is equal to sine 3 theta. And what we have with that is sine, what we can say is, right, we just separate into two ports. And then what we have is sine 2 theta cos theta minus, actually it's plus, sorry, plus cos 2 sine theta cos 2 theta. And then what we can do is simplify that further. We have sine 2 theta. So let's make that 2 sine theta cos theta. So then we have cos squared theta. Right? Just show you guys that. Plus sine. Let's use our let's put this into our sine in terms of sine. So we have sine theta times 1 minus 2 sine squared theta, right? And that is 2 sine cos squared theta plus sine theta minus 2 sine cubed theta. Now we need to transform our cos squared theta into sine again, because everything is in sine. So we have 2 sine theta. Cos squared theta is 1 minus sine squared theta plus sine theta minus 2 sine cubed theta. And so what we get is 2 sine theta from here plus sine theta minus 2 sine cubed theta minus 2 sine cubed. And that is how we get our right hand side. Sorry, 3 4 sine cubed theta, which is equal to our right hand side. Now B. Hence describe a sequence of transformations that maps the graph y is equal to sine theta onto this. Okay, so we have to use this to find this. And so what we see is sine theta. So sine 3 theta. So this is essentially 2 times that. So 2 sine 3 theta. Theta. And or how would we write it like this? Y is equal to 3 sine So 2 sine 3 theta, but now our theta is different. So let's change that to theta plus pi over 6. This is our new theta. It's not affected. And so what we can now say is sine theta translated. There's no other vertical effect with transformation, so we can say sine theta vertically stretched, right? Stretched by stretch factor 2, or scale or stretch factor 2, then horizontal, and we have our horizontally stretched by factor 1/3, or compressed by 3, right? Same thing. And so whenever we're talking about the x, we do the opposite, right? So it's 1/3. And then we're doing the horizontal shift within the angle so that it applies to all angles. So then horizontal shift to left by pi over 6. And that should be good. Or you could also say horizontal shift or translation. So another way you could do it is apply this 3 to the theta only and then make this pi over 2, but I prefer to do it this way. And so that's how to do question 8. I think that's it, right? Yep. So we have vertically stretched, then horizontally stretched. Now these can be in either order, but these two have to be number 1 and number 2. Okay, so do check out the playlist and all the other questions. Hope this helped and you guys learned something. Do drop a like and subscribe if this was beneficial to you. Thanks, guys.